When you think of Formula One, you think of cutting-edge technology, heart-stopping speeds, and engineering marvels. But in the world of Formula One, there's one car that stands out from the rest. A machine that redefined the limits of what we thought possible. This is the story of the fastest car in F1 history. A car that left the competition eating its dust and forever changed the sport. So buckle up and get ready, because you're about to dive into the untold history of F1's Speed King. Back in the early 2000s, the dream of dominating the Formula One world was alive and well, but it had yet to be realized in the most epic way. The 2004 Ferrari F2004, a car that would become an icon, didn't appear out of nowhere. Ferrari's engineers and designers were on a mission to create a car that could not just compete, but utterly obliterate the competition. Ferrari's technical director, Ross Brawn, was the mastermind behind the F2004's design, alongside chief designer Rory Byrne and head of engine department Paolo Martinelli. The vision was clear: build a car that could harness every ounce of speed possible while maintaining perfect reliability. Little did they know, they were on the brink of creating something truly revolutionary. At the heart of the Ferrari F2004 was its engine, the Ferrari Tipo 053 V10. This engine was more than just powerful, it was an absolute work of art. In 2004, F1 engines were limited to 3-litre V10s, but Ferrari had managed to make theirs a masterpiece. The Tipo 053 V10 engine churned out a jaw-dropping 900 horsepower. That's enough power to make a jet engine jealous. The engine's brilliance wasn't just in its power, but in its reliability. Ferrari knew that to win the championship, they needed a car that could not only qualify fast, but also hold up across the grueling demands of an entire race season. And that's exactly what they got. With the F2004, reliability became an art form and speed was its paintbrush. The F2004 wasn't just fast because of its engine, its aerodynamics were nothing short of magical. The car's chassis, designed by Rory Byrne and his team, had a low, sleek profile that allowed it to cut through the air with minimal drag. Every curve, every edge, and every surface was meticulously crafted to create the perfect balance of downforce and speed. But what made the F2004 truly unique was its suspension. The team at Ferrari made a bold decision to optimize the car for maximum stability at high speeds, which allowed the drivers to push the car to its absolute limits. The result? A car that could corner with precision while still maintaining blistering straight-line speed. While the car itself was a masterpiece, it was the collaboration between Ferrari and Bridgestone that gave the F2004 its true edge. In 2004, Ferrari was one of the few teams running Bridgestone tyres, a decision that played a pivotal role in their dominance that year. The F2004's tyre performance was critical in delivering that perfect balance of grip, durability, and speed. Bridgestone worked closely with Ferrari to develop tyres that could stand up to the F2004's incredible pace, allowing the car to maintain maximum grip through corners while not sacrificing straight-line speed. It was this partnership that helped Ferrari secure victory after victory. Before we move on to the next one in the list, I'd like to ask you for a small favor. If you're enjoying this content so far, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch these videos without subscribing. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. Thanks to all of you who do. But the F2004 wasn't just a triumph of engineering, it was also a triumph of driving. Behind the wheel were two of the best drivers in the world, Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello. Schumacher, already a legend in his own right, was in the prime of his career, and Barrichello was a crucial part of Ferrari's dream team. Together, they created a formidable force that would dominate the 2004 season. Schumacher, in particular, was in peak form, delivering masterclass performances on nearly every circuit. He understood the F1 like no one else, pushing the car to its limits while maintaining the kind of control that only a true champion can possess. With Barrichello providing valuable support, the duo's combined effort turned the F2004 into a weapon of mass speed. The 2004 Formula One season became the stuff of legend, and much of the credit goes to the F2004. The car proved to be an unstoppable force, winning 15 of the 18 races that season. Schumacher and Ferrari were on a tear, breaking records left and right. Schumacher, already a 7-time world champion, went on to dominate the season, winning 13 races, a record for any driver at that time. The F2004's performance was so consistent that it left the competition in the dust, with many rival teams scrambling to catch up. The car's success wasn't just about speed, it was about consistency. In fact, the F2004 became known for its ability to perform at a high level in virtually every condition, on every type of track. Whether it was a tight street circuit or a wide, fast, open track, the F2004 was always in its element. Now, let's talk numbers. The Ferrari F2004 was capable of reaching top speeds of over 360 km per hour or 224 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest F1 cars ever built. But it wasn't just about raw speed. It was how the F2004 delivered that speed. The car was a precision instrument capable of going from 0 to 100 km per hour in just over 2 seconds. In other words, that's 0 to 62 in the same time. And it could brake from 100 to 0 km per hour in under 2.5 seconds. The F2004's acceleration and braking performance were in a league of their own, making it a nightmare for anyone trying to keep up on the track. It was the perfect storm of power, aerodynamics, and control. While the Ferrari F2004 was a technical marvel, it also marked the end of an era. The 2004 season would go on to be Ferrari's most successful year, and Michael Schumacher's record-breaking achievements would further cement his place in F1 history. But after that season, the sport would begin to change. The F2004, with all its raw power and beauty, would eventually be surpassed by new regulations, tire suppliers, and a new era of F1 cars. But its legacy is undeniable. In a sport where speed and technology constantly evolve, the F2004 remains one of the most iconic cars ever built. It was the pinnacle of a perfect storm of factors: engineering, design, and driving talent coming together in perfect harmony. So, what didn't they tell you about the fastest car in F1 history? What's hidden behind the layers of speed, power, and glory? It's the untold story of the sleepless nights in Ferrari's engineering labs, the constant refinement of every bolt and wire. It's the pressure that the team felt knowing they were on the edge of greatness. It's the quiet moments when the engineers and drivers worked together, adjusting and tweaking every detail to get the car just right. There's also a human side of the F2004, passion and the drive that fueled its creation. For Ferrari, it wasn't just about winning races, it was about achieving perfection. And for Michael Schumacher, it was about pushing his own limits and making the impossible possible. So, when we talk about the fastest car in F1 history, we're not just talking about a machine. We're talking about an era, a team, and a driver who gave everything they had to create something truly extraordinary. The Ferrari F2004 was more than just the fastest car on the grid. It was a symbol of what happens when engineering meets passion, and when a team of dreamers come together to push the boundaries of possibility. As we look back on the F2004, we're reminded that in Formula One, speed is not just a number on a stopwatch. It's the culmination of years of hard work, innovation, and most importantly, the pursuit of the unthinkable. The F2004 was a true masterpiece, and its legacy will forever be etched into the history of motorsport. The Ferrari F2004 might not be the car on the track today, but its shadow still looms large. In every speed record broken, in every corner conquered, you can trace its influence. The fastest car in F1 history is more than just a title. It's a legend, one that will continue to inspire generations of engineers, drivers, and fans for years to come. And that's the story of the Ferrari F2004, a car that made history not just because of its speed, but because it showed us that sometimes the pursuit of perfection is the most thrilling race of all. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to Cars Insight so you can enjoy more content like this.